Good afternoon, dear children. Hope you're all keeping well. Children, are you eager to learn a new lesson? Yes, we learn a new lesson in English Bal Bharati. That is lesson 23, The Two Merchants of Seri. Lesson number 23, The Two Merchants of Seri. Once upon a time, in a place called Seri, there lived a merchant. He went from town to town, selling pots and pans and other things made of brass and tin. Brass is a yellow metal made by mixing two metals. He traveled every day with another merchant who also sold brass and tin wares. But this other man was greedy. When he sold something, he sold it at a very high price. But when he bought something, he tried to give as little as possible. When the two merchants went into a town, they divided the street between them. Each one went up and down the street he had chosen, calling, "Tinware for sale, brass for sale." People came out to their doorsteps and bought or traded with them. Only after one merchant had finished his business on that street did the other one make his round there. In those days, people did not always use money to buy things. Sometimes they exchanged things of the same value. In one house, there lived a poor old woman and a granddaughter. The family had once been rich, but now the only thing they had left of all the riches was a dish made of gold. However, the grandmother did not know it was a gold dish. The dish stood on a shelf among the other pots and pans and was not often used. Now the greedy merchant passed this house calling, "Buy my water jar, buy my pans, buy my tin wares." The granddaughter said, "Oh, grandmother, do buy something for me." "My dear," said the old woman, "we are too poor to buy anything. I have not anything to trade even." "Grandmother, see, I have found this old dish amongst other pots and pans on the shelf. We don't even use it. Can we trade this perhaps? The merchant will take it and give us some nice for it." The old woman called the merchant and showed him the dish, saying, "Will you take this, sir, and give this little girl here something for it?" The greedy man took the dish and scratched its side with a needle. He came to know immediately that it was a golden dish, but he wanted it for nothing from the old woman. So he said, "What is this worth? Not even a copper coin." He threw the dish on the ground and went away. The crafty merchant was planning to come back after some time and buy the dish for a few copper coins, as if doing a great favor to the old lady. Crafty is cunning. Favor is like doing a good deed. After a while, the honest merchant finished the rounds of his street and entered the street where the old lady lived. He passed her house calling, "Buy my water jar, buy my tinware, buy my brass." The little girl heard him and begged her grandmother to see what this merchant would give for the dish. "My child," said the grandmother, "the merchant who was just here threw the dish on the ground and went away. I have nothing else to offer in trade. But, grandmother, said the girl, this one looks pleasant. Ask him. Perhaps he'll give us something for him. Call him then and show it to him, said the old woman. As soon as the merchant took the dish in his hand, he knew it was of gold. Immediately he said, this is a golden dish. It is worth more than all my money and all my wares. I'll bring enough money tomorrow and then buy it from you. The old woman was greatly surprised. She was impressed by the honesty and goodness of the merchant. Take this dish and give me the money tomorrow, she said. The honest merchant kept all his wares and money with the old woman and took the dish. He left himself only enough money for the boat ride that he had to take on his way back. After some time, the greedy merchant went back to the house where he had seen the golden dish and said, bring that dish to me and I'll give you something for it. No, said the grandmother. You said the dish was worthless. But another honest merchant has paid a great price for it, so I gave it to him. You should not try to take advantage of the poor and needy people. What would the greedy merchant say? He paid the price for his dishonesty and greed. Children, I hope you've understood the lesson. Now sit back and read it and then answer the question that you are given. Thank you. Stay home. Stay safe. God bless.